middle. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Pass to DeRozan from 18 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And stolen by White. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Given Murray's slight frame, you'd think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Murray against Smith. And Pirtle sends it back. Here's White. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Bounce pass Smith. Here's Randall, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the game. No good on the free throw.
When it comes to addressing his weaknesses, the right hand, the range, Randall has put in the work.
Good on the second free throw. Murray outside. And that one released in time, but no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Spurs lead by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Smith with it. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's Mills. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
A nifty ball handler with some crafty moves. Smith Jr. knows how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Now here's Mills. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge taking his time here. Back to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his first points in this one.
Defensively, you play Mills to set up from range, so he sneaks inside the arc and does damage.
Here's Smith. From downtown, nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
A work in progress for sure, but I like how Smith Jr. still keeps taking those deep shots.
Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. Wagner, and I'm Kevin Harlan. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You gotta like what Dennis Smith has done in this game.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. DeRozan dishes to Murray. Back to DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. A second chance effort. Passes to Alden. Dishes it to DeRozan. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. DeRozan's got the first points of the second half here for the Spurs. Smith for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs out in front, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. The lead is 2. They've got Damari Carroll out there. Rudy Gay is out there with Trey Lyons. Then there's Derek White. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Bellinelli. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Taj Gibson's checked in for Randall. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Fisdale talking to his team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 8. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Dennis Smith.
This has been a one-man show all the way. He's taken it upon himself to carry the entire weight of their offense. And with all the scoring he's done, I don't know how he's had enough energy to even get back on D.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And here's DeRozan. From deep. Can't get the three to fall.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. The score is tied 8. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime.